Mattia and I'm 7 years old, but I am in the first class, but I'm going to show you the flags and uh, and um, and what was before and how's now. We start. This is Norway. Before, Norway was a Viking country when Sweden just got declared war, but after Norway just ripped up Sweden over there in Oslo, and then Sweden becomes the United Kingdoms, and then Norway formed. Yeah. This is Australia. These 5 stars are some stars after the states on inside Australia. This is the biggest, and these are the smallest state from Australia, and the Great Britain just got after my phone in English. This flag is to Cyprus. The Cyprus flag in the year 1 was a Greek flag, and this orange house now, which is the land of Cyprus, was in the center. And then Cyprus speaks Greek, but it has his neighbor Northern Cyprus, where it speaks Turkish. This flag is Jamaica. Jamaica was before by Spain, but after the collapse of Spanish Empire, Jamaica was to United States, and then it becomes like this. This flag is Albania. Albania has been of the Turks and they been in 40 years from Turks, but after war, Albania existed first, and then Turkey just started to get Albania, and then Serbia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, and Greece just grew that up by swallowing the Balkan Turkey, and then Albania formed it. And one thing, Kosovo, which speaks Albanian, it probably Serbia don't know Serbia. Serbia didn't know Kosovo, and after Croatia wants Jordania to get out of the Serbian state, and then by Serbia becoming even smaller, just like after Nazi Germany, just get the Europe. This flag is Brazil. Brazil has been the Brazil Empire after it was not just as big as the other empires, but it was little small because after Portuguese got how was the Brazilian Empire, and then this language speaks Portuguese because after Portugal discovered it. flag is Canada. Canada is a North American country, but some other pieces is Nordic country because it was little cold over there, and there are many of ices. And one island doesn't have people, and the next island was a little closer to that zero island. It's a little with humans, and it's too close to it. Canada doesn't have so many people because it's cold. So even Quebec wanted to independence of Canada, and Alaska to America wants to join Canada, and then even Greenland, which wants to doesn't want to join Canada. Canada repeat to join. This flag is Georgia. Georgia has been giant after what the Khazars was and what existed of the Khazars and the Mongols. This flag is Mexico. Mexico have been a Spanish country because before Mexico doesn't have humans before, and then Spain just landed humans on Mexico, and then become the Spanish Empire after. And then after Mexico's independence, it just gets led a part of California, all of Texas, and all of Mexico, and all of New Mexico. This flag is the Great Britain or the UK. UK speaks English and just British English, and even America speaks English. But the Great Britain has been the largest empire discovered in history, and it was the first largest because he ran over India, Australia, New Zealand, and Indonesia maybe, and Egypt. Egypt has British Sudan, and even down into Mongolia. But England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland wants to join the Irish states, and Ulster, which was around in 1440, it becomes Northern Ireland. After the England stops of down in France because it had some countries, and he ripped it to get Scotland and Wales. But all of these want independence of the UK to become again, Wessex. This flag is South Africa. South Africa wants to become large to get all of the African states, and it was after the flag of the African states gets Zambia and Lesotho and Eswatini or Swaziland. Botswana now has a little bit smaller land than South Africa, and that's so This flag is Iceland. And this flag is a true Viking because it has cross, but Iceland is a Nordic country with Greenland, Sweden, Norway, Novgorod, Denmark, sometimes even Scotland. But Estonia wants to join, but before Estonia was Nordic, now it's not. So we start. This flag is Turkey, just that one we start with Albania. It's the same, but after Turkey had a green circle in the center, and inside of the circle was 3 moons without a star, and the moons was yellow after it was the Ottoman Empire. This flag is Spain. Spain was Castile, and Spain has Castilian peoples in Catalonia, Aragon, and Galicia wants independence from Spain. Even Leon wants an independence from Spain. Even Castile to become again how it was. This flag is the USA, or the United States of America, or American States of Washington, D.C. America has 50 stars. 50 stars. 1 star is 1 state from America. And white stripes are 6, and red are 7. So, how much can be 6 and 7? Well, 11, because you know why? Because 6 plus 6 no, it doesn't make, because 6 plus 6 makes 12. 6 plus 7, 13. And all of these are 13, because before the United States had 13 stripes and 13 stars. After the last state would join America, it was 49 without 1 star. And Hawaii is the last state of America because it joined the last in America. Alaska was independent. Once independence to become Russia. This flag is Germany. Germany wants to become again Nazi because he wants to get Norway, Sweden, Poland, over there in Balkans, Italy, Switzerland, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Spain to become Nazi again. This flag is China. China was a Taiwanian China. After the independence of China to become a state, to become a country, and Taiwan becomes a small country because Taiwan had a Peking and a capital. Now Taiwan has the capital Taipei and China Peking. This flag is Switzerland. If World War III starts, Switzerland won't be the safest place. And the oldest money in Switzerland, franc, or even in France, only these two have franc. This flag is Israel. Israel wants to get Lebanon and Syria to become the Israeli Empire. But Israeli Empire has not existed. This flag is Pakistan. Pakistan is an Asian country, but it doesn't have so many works over there because it's a poor country. Even India, even Thailand over there are like this. This flag is Nepal. You know it because why Nepal has a triangle flag. Everyone knows because Nepal has the Everest mountain, and the king of Nepal, I don't know what's his name, make the flag like this. And after, one more thing, after Nepal, some US people think because Nepal is a triangle flag, a square flag, because somebody knows because it's white over here. And that's why Nepal has this flag.